Hi my friends, Dean here with Escape to Gaming. Wanted to try to squeeze out a video before the end of the year. I've tried for 2 weeks now to sit down and make some content, and it's been very hectic. We've had a tremendous amount of good things and bad things have happened in our life. Things that have broken in the house we've had to fix, and your typical emergencies and crap like that. And then of course a lot of trying to get as much work in by the end of the year as I can, as it's kind of typically a slow time for me, so I have to take all the work I can get. I just squeezed out one last big job, which thank God pays for my Christmas and my trip down to Los Angeles. So this is it. I have one day to make some content, some video, and I'm going to try to go over the whole year, what I've played all year, what I've enjoyed, what I liked and didn't like about 2017. It's kind of a polarizing year for some of us. Some of us feel that there's like no games worth playing. Others are very happy with the games that have come out this year. So I thought I'd talk about and share what I've played. First of all, I'd like to say that I just got in my original Xbox. Just came in the mail. This is my new modded Xbox. I haven't even had time to hook this thing up and turn it on. I'm dying to try it. So my good friend Clint, I'll leave a link to his wonderful channel below, Blast Mode 7. Clint, thank you so much. You did an outstanding job working on this thing. It looks impeccable. It looks like a brand new Xbox. It's got a brand new Samsung DVD drive, a brand new clock capacitor, all new thermal paste, completely been cleaned along with the controller. Everything's been gone through, so it's like a brand new Xbox, and it's got a 500 gigabyte hard drive, so I get plenty of room to install all my favorite games without even needing the disc. I can play them right off the hard drive. And it has coin ops as well as a few other programs installed. So this is one loaded Xbox. I love this thing. I can't wait. It has purple LED lights that light up in all of the ports down below, as well as the power button. I haven't even had a chance to turn it on to check it all out. This is the most wonderful Christmas gift anyone could ask for. As many people know, I love the 6th gen, particularly the original Xbox and the PlayStation 2, but this is my favorite console. And to have the ultimate original Xbox so I can play all my favorite games, as well as modded, emulated games. I have like 4,000 or 5,000 games installed in here, from classic Super NES games, the Sega Genesis, to even Commodore 64 games. I've got to get a special cable so I can hook up a keyboard and I can actually play old C64 games from the old days, from the 80s, which I can't wait. So thank you, Clint, again. Just thought I'd get the elephant out of the room first. This is a fantastic gift. I love the original Xbox. In fact, I've played a couple games, not too many. I've played 3 games this year on the original Xbox. I have 3 different ones. I have another one that has the Philips DVD drive. It's actually a pretty good one. And eventually I'm going to send those to Clint as well and have him kind of clean them up and go through and make sure the clock capacitors change and that they're at least nice, clean, original stock units. But I've played Midnight Club 3. I put this in quite a few times this year. I love the soundtrack. I love the cars. This is one of my favorite series of all time. I love street racing, and Midnight Club 3 really gets the job done. This is the dub edition with extra wheels and customization cars and the whole deal. It even has a version of my Hemi truck in this, which is really cool. Crusty Demons. I was shocked to see this. I had never seen this game before, and a friend of mine had bought it, and I'm like, my God, is that the Crusty Demons of dirt? I used to watch all these videos as I was an avid dirt bike rider. I've had quite a few, YZ250s and KX250s and stuff. So I've put this in several times. I've had a blast playing this. A really fun game. It still plays really well today. And I bought this about a year ago, but I've been playing the Eve of Destruction test drive. So these 3 games I've played the most. I've put in probably another half a dozen original Xbox games just to try them out. New ones that I bought, but these are the ones that I've returned to again and again so far. So those are 3 original Xbox games that I've played. I'll get right into my Xbox 360 games that I have played. Now, by the way, I've been planning on doing my Xbox 360 collection video, starting off with all my racing games, and then segueing into the rest of the shooters and action games. But I haven't had time. I really want to take the time to to go through. I'm taking notes, and I'm actually putting in a few other games in that I haven't played yet, just to try them out so I can feel I can talk about them. So bear with me on that. I'll have that video soon. But I played all of. I'm on the last level of this. This is a fantastic game. I'm shocked I never played this before. Medal of Honor Airborne. My good friend Mikey of Mad Max 09's channel, and I'll have a link for his wonderful channel down below as well. He's the one that sold me on this. He said, Dean, you have to play this. It's one of the last really good World War II games left, and my God, it really is. I'm on the last level, and it's really tough, tougher than a cheap steak. I keep dying over and over. I'm trying different tactics. You can parachute in at different locations, which is pretty cool. Really good game. I highly recommend this. Time Shift, I started playing about a year ago. I've returned to this. This is an outstanding game. Really good gimmicks, kind of like the Fear series, where you can kind of slow down time. Really good gore effects. This was way ahead of its time for when it came out. Had some problems with the overall development of the game, but it's an outstanding game and highly recommended. This has been one of my favorites so far this year, believe it or not, is Terminator Salvation. I love the movie. Not many people like the Terminator Salvation film, which I watched again on Blu-ray recently. But my God, I was shocked at how good this was. I bought this just to have it because it was a Terminator game. I thought I'll put it in and try it out, just a couple months ago. And my God, I've had so much fun. About halfway through this now. This is the one Xbox 360 game that I'm currently kind of returning to as I have time between, PS4 games. Wonderful game. I can't recommend this one enough. My friend Ian, he's living over in Thailand as a geologist right now. He was playing and did a video of this Bloodstone 007 game a few months back, and I loved the video so much. I bought this, God, years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and never played it. I'm probably about a third of the way into this. This is really a good game. Kind of fairly generic graphics, nothing earth-shattering, but a very competent game, and the driving sections are really, really good in this. I think they were done by Bugbear or Criterion or someone that does racing games did a lot of the driving segments in it, and it's a great game. Highly recommended. I've played several levels of this Turning Point Fall of Liberty. I bought this for $1. And I even cut and spliced in a new thing that someone wrote with marker on the top. So I took an older game that I had a duplicate of and cut out the little label. And so for $1, I've got Turning Point Fall of Liberty. And man, this game really plays good. It's not bad. It's a little clunky. The graphics are very lackluster, especially even for 7th gen. But still, I love the concept. It reminds me of the new Wolfenstein game quite a bit. And then Flat Out Ultimate Carnage, as I was awaiting the newer Flat Out 4 game that was coming out this year, I put this back in and continued my save file on this. And man, this is such a great game. This is one of the best hidden gen arcade racing games on the 7th gen. You can get this, I believe, for the PlayStation 3 too, I think. It basically is, it's a Flat Out 2 game that was on the original Xbox. It's been remastered with more particle effects and detail and what have you for the Xbox 360. I absolutely love this game. So good. My friend Cameron of Industrial Gamer told me about Split Second. It didn't disappoint. I bought this and Blur. I still haven't played Blur yet. I want to play a little bit of it so I can talk about it. But this game I couldn't put down. It's really polished, high-speed action, a lot of fun, over-the-top explosions, kind of a Running Man, kind of futuristic, death race kind of a deal. Really cool. Really highly recommended. And I put in this Juice too. I played the first Juice on the original Xbox, but I'd never played this one. And I had it on a locator for like a year. It finally came in, and I put in, the graphics are really good. Kind of a strange game. The cars are kind of, it's a third-person view, kind of up close from behind the car. Good cars, good imports, kind of a strange progression system. I want to play more of this before I can really render a good opinion on it, but it looks really good. A really deep game. You can sink a lot of time into. So that's my Xbox 360 games that I've played this year. Now, getting into the PS4, which I've played the most of, I've been playing this off and on. This is one that I'll play. I don't really progress the story too much. I've done a few of the Franklin missions early on just to kind of open things up so I can get in my car and drive around, and I'll steal an airplane and fly it and crash it. And it's a lot of fun. And I'm going around finding hidden weapons and stuff like that right now in this, but this is a fun go-to game. I have so much fun playing this. The graphics, the physics. I'm anxious to repeat the story again. I've got over 100 hours in the Xbox 360 version. A wonderful game. Let's see, I have to find a place to put these when I'm done. Mafia 3, I pre-ordered, bought this at launch. I even have the season pass with all the DLC. I've only got maybe 4 hours into this. It looks like an outstanding game. When I first started playing it, it was plagued with weird graphical problems and weird kind of sun glaring, scenes and like sun flares and stuff that made it hard to see. They've patched the game. It looks graphically much better. Now it has the PS4 Pro support. It looks outstanding and it plays much better. So I'm anxious to return to this and the DLC. I just haven't got around to it. It's been tough. This has been a tough year. The year before I had my back surgery and literally could not play games. Now this year I can play a little more of them, but unfortunately I've been so busy working trying to make up for my lackluster finances of last year that I haven't had a lot of time or energy to play the games, especially all the way through. Although I have a few games that I've played all the way through, and I'll point those out when I get to them. Battlefield 1, I played the first couple levels. Graphics look really good. I'm anxious to return to it. I'm not a big fan of World War I, but it looks like a really competent shooter, and a lot of people love this. Again, I'm not into the multiplayer. I played this and couldn't put it down initially. A wonderful game, Uncharted 4, unbelievable graphics. This, if you played nothing else all year, if you have a PS4 Pro, go buy this game. It looks and plays so good on the PS4 Pro. A wonderful game. I'm dying to return to this. I did some video, little bits of footage where I uploaded it on Facebook as well as on YouTube, showing me playing it, and I couldn't believe how good the HDR lighting effects and color looks in this game. Outstanding. Need for Speed Rivals I've returned to a few times in anticipation of the Need for Speed Payback game, which is the last game I've been playing and really enjoyed quite a bit. But I love this because I can go in and I have my Challenger all dialed in this. It's so cool to enjoy the actual cars you have in real life in the game. Ghost Games did this. It also did Need for Speed Payback. And it's still a really fun go-to game. It just doesn't have much of a strange progression and story mode, but still not a bad game. Fallout 4, I finally put back in and returned to it because I knew they had patched it for 4K. I don't know if it's checkerboarded or native, but all I know is it looks really, really good. I put it a couple more hours back into this. I love this game. I've got 143 or 144 hours in this game. It's so damn good. I can't recommend Fallout 4 enough, and it looks even better. Unbelievable draw distance, graphical detail, particle effects, God rays on the PS4 Pro. It's an amazing adventure. Mad Max, I put another 10 or 11 hours back into this. My God, I've got like approaching 270 hours in this game in 4 attempts to get through it. And I still haven't finished it. I kind of don't want it to end. I've advanced more of the story. I've been doing more of the death races and all that stuff. It's such a great game. I can't recommend this game enough. This was my game of the year for, I think, 2015 or whatever it came out. A wonderful game. Played with problems early on until they gave it 4 patches, and then finally you could play it. Now, I pre-ordered and played the Sniper Elite 4. This was a game that really caught me off guard this year. I started playing this, and my God, I couldn't put it in. I blew through the whole game in a couple days. I couldn't put it down. I got a really good score. I killed virtually every single enemy on the map, even though I didn't have to. I went nuts. I absolutely love this series. This is one of my favorite games of 2017. I bought all the season pass with all the DLC. I've played all the DLC on it, and I liked it so much I went back and replayed all of Sniper Elite 3 and all the DLC, which I had bought but never played. So I invested a lot of time. These are 2 games that I finished, completed with their respective DLC this year. I absolutely love this series. You can watch I did a death cam montage of Sniper Elite 3 a couple years ago. It's such a great game, so cool. Star Wars Battlefront is, now that they've patched it to where it has the offline skirmish modes, I've had a lot of fun with this game. I refuse to have the new one. I'm not into the post-Lucas Star Wars movies, and the new ones are filled with that and a lot of other stuff that I'm not really big on, and playing as the Empire and a female protagonist, I mean, right down the line. And that has nothing, I don't even care about the loot boxes because I don't even do multiplayer, but It's a shame I'm going to pass. I will not buy, nor will I play the new Star Wars Battlefront 2. So please don't buy it for me, anyone, because it'll end up being given to someone else. But it's a shame because no one loves this franchise more than I do, and it's a shame that EA is just running it right into the ground. Great graphics, really good production values, without question, but I just don't like the direction. Everything is about online only. They throw in a single-player campaign that's nothing really memorable, and nothing that I want to play. I cringe every time I watch gameplay of killing rebels. I know it's only in the beginning of the game, in the first half of it, but either way, it's just not my thing. But this game, for the offline skirmish modes against bots, I've really had a fun time. It's a fun go-to Star Wars experience. This is more than enough for me, at least just for the offline components that I can play. Flat Out 4, total insanity. This was kind of a surprise game. Now, what's weird is that nobody liked this. This game got very mixed and strange reviews. I don't understand it. I really like this. Bigger, louder, better. That would be debatable by some people compared to, the Flat Out Ultimate Carnage, which I just showed earlier for the 360. But frankly, I like this game. It's really tough. It's a long, slow grind. You've got to really do a lot of grinding. I've got a lot of hours, maybe 10 or 12 hours in this so far. And I want to return to this again. A really great game. If you like arcade racing and you really love the older Flat Out games, give this one a shot. It really is a good game. Now, it's funny because I have down here, I've got it down on the floor, but I had this Baja, Edge of Control. I just bought this for the Xbox 360 not long ago, and then right after I bought it and started playing it on the Xbox 360, I couldn't believe they announced they're going to have a remastered version of it, which is kind of an odd choice of all the games to remaster. Why remaster these kind of obscure games? But I think it was one of those old THQ games, which THQ Nordic bought out. So they're going through and they're remastering, like Destroy All Humans, which I've also been playing. I'm several hours into Destroy All Humans on the digital downloaded version on my PlayStation 4. And also I've been playing, I have all the Star Wars games that I've downloaded off the PlayStation 4 that were, some of them were on the PlayStation 2 or the original Xbox. I have all of those downloads. I've been playing Jedi Starfighter as well. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I've got a nice digital version of that. A friend of mine donated me the Mud Runners game, Sprint Tires Mud Runners. That game I have installed, but I haven't played it yet. It looks so good. I'm dying to play that soon. So I'm playing a few digital games, and the game Oblivion, which is kind of like the spiritual successor to the Myst series, which I absolutely love. Almost a religious experience. I started playing it because it doesn't really hold your hand. I didn't even know how to change to invert my aim to where I could feel comfortable playing it. And I had a good friend that told me that, which said, Dean, it's actually kind of a hidden sub-menu, but it is in there, and I finally figured it out. So I need to return to, no, I'm sorry, it's called not Oblivion, it's called Abduction. I'm thinking of that Tom Cruise movie. But Abduction's very, very good. I don't think you can buy a physical copy, but that's a wonderful game. So I've been playing a few digital-only games. Again, I've got, the Destroy All Humans I've been playing, Star Wars, Jedi Starfighter, and I have other ones in there too. I've been playing the Super Star Wars, an old Super NES game. I'm playing that as well. Abduction. I was going to start playing the Warriors game, which I've got installed, and I just haven't started playing it yet. I even ordered an old strategy guide for it so I can go back and try to find all the locations for spray painting and all that stuff. But anyway, this Baja Edge of Control, they did a really good job. It plays and looks really well. The graphics are kind of subpar. Naturally, it's an older game, but they're really good off-roading and very challenging. This is not a pushover game by any means. I got this a really good deal. I think for $20, I got both. Finally got the Batman Arkham games, Arkham Asylum. I got maybe 3 hours into this and absolutely love it. Oh, and I also have the Batman Arkham Knight, which I've got a few hours in as well. So I've been playing, kind of going back and forth between both of the games. Really good. I don't understand the complaints of this remastered version. It really looks good to me. I don't get the complaints. Now, I've got the Dirt Rally game, but I had to get this at launch. I got Dirt 4. This game I've got maybe just a couple hours, not too much, maybe 2 hours in it. Really good game. It has kind of a thing where it randomly kind of creates its own tracks, which I'm not a big fan of. I kind of prefer, the kind of pre-designed road courses. But it's still a great game. Wonderful cars, great physics, not nearly as hard, more arcadey, and certainly not as challenging as a dirt rally game that was from the year before, which I really love as well. But a really great game. I'd highly recommend this Dirt 4. It's one of my favorite racing series of all times, and it really looks and plays great on the PS4 Pro. This new Wipeout HD Collection, outstanding. My wife had her mouth just hanging open. She couldn't believe how this game looks in 4K HDR colors. It's amazing. On the PlayStation 4 Pro on our 4K big TV here, it looks so damn good. Highly recommended. They took all the best Wipeout games and remastered all of them, including I think the PSP one that's also in here. Really a great game. Quite a surprise of 2017. I really would highly recommend this one. I had to get this Duke Nukem World Tour 3D. It's so good. This game is another one I keep returning to because it's so fun. It reminds me of playing Duke Nukem 3D a million years ago on my PlayStation 1, which is not the greatest port of it, but still fun. A wonderful game. This has all been redone. I love the little commentary by Randy Pitchford and other developers that had worked on the game. It's really great. It gives you a lot of insights into some of the design decisions they made in the game, and I can't recommend this enough. A really fun game. I love Duke Nukem. And so I bought the Bulletstorm with Duke Nukem as well, which I still haven't played yet. I really would love to play that game. But anything with Duke Nukem, I'm a huge fan of. This was a really nice surprise. I think I got this for like 20 bucks. Carmageddon Max Damage. I had a couple friends. My friend Adrian recommended this, and man, he was right. It's such a good game. I played this for maybe three or 4 hours, I'd say, and really had a blast with it. The handling takes some getting used to. The cars are kind of like on ice in a way, but really fun. It's such a fun game, just playing it just even offline solo. It's my type of game. I love this Death Race 2000 kind of graphics. Drive Club I finally bought just a couple months ago for like 20 bucks. I bought all the season pass, which has got 1 million cars and DLC up the ass. A great game. I was surprised. I always thought it was an online-only game. I had no idea you could play it offline. I had a couple friends, Dean, you can play Drive Club offline. Give it a shot. You'll really like it. I'm like, yeah, I'll get it one of these days. Well, I'm glad I did. One of the best experiences on the PlayStation 4, and especially on the PS4 Pro. It looks and plays amazing. I really like this game. I need to get back to this. There's just so many different ways you can play it. Great array of cars. Not a lot of, really no customization, but just still a cool game. Really, really cool. And the best game I've played really all year so far, next to the Sniper Elite ones, surprisingly, even though a lot of people don't like the game, I really do, that's Need for Speed Payback. This is the game I've been playing the most near the latter part of the year. I got this the day it came out, and because I got the deluxe version, got it a few days earlier. Really have enjoyed it. I don't know how many hours I've got, maybe 15, 16 hours I'm guessing into it so far. And I'm just taking my time and leveling up by doing lots of random races on the road. And I'm fixing up, I've got a whole stable of cars. I love this game. They've patched a few things on it. They're changing things with the multiplayer, some of the complaints with the multiplayer. Now I think they're going to have free roam cops and other things if you're into the online aspect of the game, which I could care less about. But even for offline playing, this is one of my top 3 Need for Speed games of all 23 of them, and I've played them all, except for that last online-only Abortion, which I boycotted. But I'm an offline gamer, and this game really just has got everything that you could want for a Need for Speed game. Yeah, it's kind of cringeworthy, the story and characters, I understand, but the core game, the core racing and drifting and customization is just too damn good. You can see my impressions, and I've raved about this in a couple different videos, and that's it. The other game which I've been dying to play, you have no idea how much I want to play this. So many friends of mine have beaten this and finished it and have raved about it, and that is a wonderful Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus. I can't wait to play this. I got the special edition. It came with the little Terrorbilly statue and the nice steel case box. I can't wait to play this. I've tried not to watch anything with spoilers. I already have heard more than I should have about elements in the game. But I can't wait to play this. It's sad that I'm going to wait till 2018 before I can even play this. I got to find a time where I can sit comfortably without my damn pain pills and really sink some time into this. So Need for Speed Payback, kind of lay down on the other couch over here and play it on my TV, and it works quite well. So that's what I've been playing this year. You can let me know in the comments, what were a few of your favorite games of 2017? What did you like about the year of 2017, and what didn't you like? I'm not enthralled with there's a lot of female protagonists, and seems like it's almost 50% of the games that are coming out, and I've talked about that off and on. Most people have no issues playing as a female, and I enjoy the Lara Croft games a lot. I love the Tomb Raider games, and I'm dying to play The Rise of the Tomb Raider because I love that reboot of it a few years ago. But it just seems like it's like every game coming out now, it has to have that, and so for me, it kind of ruins the immersion, just for me as a kind of a role-playing offline gamer. But if you like it, that's fine. So, unfortunately, a lot of the games that I'm just not interested in. I would never play. I might buy them, and yeah, they might have good graphics. Horizon Zero Dawn looks interesting, but I don't want to play as a redhead girl, and all that. And I think that those games are great. If you enjoy them, I don't want to take anything away from them or away from your experience in playing them. It's just not for me. So I'm anxious to play that new World War II Call of Duty game that looks good. I just kind of ran out of money near the end of the game. I'm sorry, near the end of the year. I'm exhausted. I've been up, night after night. We've had so much stuff going on trying to prepare for a trip to get out of here. And then my refrigerator took a shit, a couple days before, so we had to scramble to try to find a new one. Naturally, everything is sold out on Christmas. So we finally, just yesterday, they kind of did an emergency install of a brand new expensive refrigerator. This is the third expensive $2,500 fridge we've bought in 4 years. It's insane. So there I could have bought, there's my PlayStation VR, an Xbox One X, a new GoPro camera. I mean, there's all the money I just made on this last big job. It just went to buy a new fridge. So just the way life is. I had to put new tires on my truck. They're supposed to be free, but naturally the dealership found a loophole to try to get out from giving me my free lifetime tires for my truck, so I had to pay money. I got them for half price, but even still, it's kind of irksome that I have to have those. But I wanted new tires for my trip down south. So, and lots of home repairs. We've been doing so many mods on the home, and so I haven't had a lot of time for gaming or YouTube, as you can see, for the last 2 weeks. But it feels good that at least I've got a lot of my game collection goals out of the way. That's the best part of 2017 for me, is that I did a tremendous amount of collecting for my original Xbox collection, my PlayStation 2 collection, even my PS4 collection. I've got so many new games, a lot of new digital downloaded games that I have. I've been putting a lot of time into my Xbox 360. I've got 2 brand new E-models. I love them. I'm looking to get one more PlayStation 3. So next year, it shouldn't take much. I think I could probably wrap my collection up next year if I can get the money. It's just, we've been really trying to work at getting the house done. So I've spent a little bit more money than I planned this year on gaming and on games. So even though I haven't had the time to play a lot of games, I did have an excellent year in crossing off the list so many games I've been looking for my original Xbox collection. And again, I've got a new I got the new GameCube and Wii. I've got 4 new GameCube games, which I'm excited about. Dying to play those. Dying to play this new modded Xbox if I can ever find the time. It's going to be a great year ahead. I'm going to try to organize my time more to where I can get out. I've tried this year to put out at least 1 gaming-related video per week, and I've done a pretty good job. Some weeks I've put out even 2 and 3, which would make up for the couple weeks that I've missed here and there. So I've probably put out 50 or 60 videos this year, and I've been doing a few more of this new car-related ones. Some of my gaming friends have actually enjoyed a few of those videos, and that's fine. I appreciate the fact that you watch them. It's really nice. I appreciate your kind comments and interaction, whether it's a gaming-related video or the ones on my Challenger or whatever. Something new. I've got a new community of friends that are into cars, and especially, you know, Dodge Chargers and Challengers. So I've been doing a few more of those videos. So I appreciate your patience. I know many of you just care about the gaming stuff, and I'm going to have a lot more of that in the time to come. I've got that new 40-inch 4K HDR TV by my desk. So finally, I'm anxious to hook up not only, you know, my PlayStation 4 Pro, but my original Xbox, and I can play and capture gameplay right at my desk and upload it. So 2018 is going to be a year where I'm going to really take the quality up a notch. I've already, the last year or so, I went from 720p videos to uploading 1080p videos. So I'm slowly emerging out of the tar pit and learning to walk erect and kind of moving forward with technology, as I'm a little dated and behind the times naturally with stuff. So I appreciate your patience. Thank you all so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, this has been a great year. For whatever it's worth, I've reached over 2,000 subscribers. I'm not going to do a subscriber special. I think that's overrated. But I want to take the time to thank everyone that, for whatever reason, took the time to like my videos, to comment on them, and to subscribe. It means a lot to me. It shows that you care. It shows that there's something in what I'm saying that may have some resonance with you and you like that. And that encourages me to continue to make content. I've been doing this since September of 2012, so it's been about 5 years or so. And I'm looking forward to next year. Next year I'm looking really to bring the quality up with the content of the videos, as well as the quality and capturing more gameplay, which is really what I need to do. So I still love doing my vlogs. I have a lot of things I want to talk about in gaming. I've got a couple of really good vlogs that I've been taking notes. I'm dying to sit down and do a nice lengthy 45-minute vlog on a couple of interesting topics I think you'll really enjoy. I just need the time to do it. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, my friends. Have a wonderful Merry Christmas and New Year's ahead. Enjoy the time with your friends and family, and try to get some good gaming in when you can. I'm going to be bringing my good buddy George from Greece. Gave me my 3DS XL. You better believe it's going to be charged up and brought down with me to Los Angeles, so I can enjoy some really good handheld gaming while I'm down there. Probably bored some of the time, but I'm never too bored if I've got some gaming. Leave a comment. If I don't comment right back, it's probably because I'm going to be out of town tomorrow, and who knows when I'm going to have access to get on a computer and get on YouTube and answer. So be patient. I always respond to my friends that leave comments. I value those comments and that interaction, and I will enjoy reading those comments and responding to them as soon as I can. So again, have a wonderful Christmas ahead, folks, and enjoy your gaming. That's what it's all about. Good times with friends, family, and your favorite console or PC gaming. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas.